Alrighty then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome one and all. My name's Michael, I'm the Dynasty Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 7 Dooms for Sandpoint, our Pathfinder 2e adventure featuring these lovely, wonderful, and amazing people. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello
everyone.
to the folks that are not home.
Yay, so good to see you all.
And to everybody, wherever you are right now.
Yeah, wherever you
Except
are.
for those that are at home.
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, what if you are?
What if they're not
I mean,
at home?
Do
They
we
could be
have
working.
just to check in chat? Raise your hand or let me know if any of you are not presently home while you are watching today's show. That would just be an interesting thing, is all. I mean, just good thing to know. Don't know. Maybe I should make Dag on the Run a thing. Like you go on a run and I'll be like doing some ASMR things and being like like, hey, listen, think about this. Every time you take another step, you are stepping one step closer to the grave, regardless of how well that step was placed. Did you ever consider this? And each step could potentially be your last. You just never know until that moment. There might be a landmine in front of you. Who knows? Perhaps. Anyway,
demotivation thing to listen to.
But then again, you can't go backwards either. If you take a step back, there could still be something behind you. Could be a dog. Could be a big dog. Oh my God, there's a big dog! Run! And then yeah, there you go. Dag's workout videos.
It's D&D workout.
Mini horror stories while you run.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Just plunge people into existential crisis, and then
picture there being a serial killer right behind
you. It's like, yeah. Well, no. You wouldn't turn people into serial killers. You'd be like, you do stuff like, okay, now listen. What I need you to do is look for the nearest store, like a cafe or a barista. Okay, now go in. Now I want you to treat yourself, right? Order an extra hot Menti Voco latte, right? Okay, with whipped cream and sprinkles. You do it. You treat yourself. Okay, great. Now take that cup and throw it in the cashier's face and flip a table. Then start your run. Okay. Now at this point, you want to make sure you keep a steady pace. Okay, making sure that you breathe as you go. Nothing says workout better than crime.
That would be a really funny workout video, and I would watch it and listen to it, not to take its advice, but just to hear what kind of crazy shit they would come up with and say.
The worst bit, I'm just worried in case he actually sets up as a scenario and we end up in the chase scene in this game.
I do have my chase cards here. Anyway. So before we begin, guys, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors. Guys, we have some people to thank. We have Hero Forge for the wonderful art you can see on screen here, Fantasy Grounds for our VTT you see behind me, and Sirenscape for the wonderful sound effects you will hear throughout the course of the game today. Now, in addition, we have kind of a semi-announcement, I guess. As you guys know, I'm coming to the end of the school holiday period, which means I get to focus on my channel and do some stuff. And I don't know if it's good news or bad news, but it's news. I am not going to Gen Con this year, to be clear. Not going to Gen Con, no intention. Fuck traveling, I'm not doing it. But that means I actually have some time and some resources to be able to focus on what I want to do, which is focus on improving my channel and the services that I am providing to entertain you lovely and amazing people. As such, as of next week, I will be reaching out to certain individuals in order to reach out and gain some support from people who would like to perhaps help Dag on the behind-the-scenes stuff. If you do so, and I do already have a few people who have put their hands up, if you do wish to help out, please let me know in the Discord and stuff like that, because I will be reaching out to people in order to help do a mixture of things, compartmentalize a few of the things here and there, and hopefully make things a little easier so that I can focus on, again, improving the reach, improving the quality of the stream, adding more stuff, including more content and a revitalization of my YouTube channel, not only advice videos, but also entertainment sketches, getting into YouTube shorts and things, because as you know, I don't do shorts because I don't do editing, because fuck editing. Little things like this we're going to be looking at bringing into the fold. So if you are interested, do let it be known, and then I'll make some adjustments. I'll make some things. The prize, I guess, or the reward, is a session that'll happen once a month, set in my own homebrew world, a non-streamed game that I will try to coordinate as best I can. for those people who are helping as my version of a thank you. If those people want me to broadcast it, and like it's something that's really really cool and fun, then we may do that. But it'll likely be a Patreon only, if anything, exclusive thing. So yeah, because mostly again it'll be a more relaxed setting. So there you go. Yeah. Also, just because I could see some people saying some things in chat, it will not be the last time I go to Gen Con. I promise you, there will be other times. Last year just took a lot out of me, so this year I'm not doing any travel, and that also includes PAX, unfortunately. It's just I'm vibing, I'm chilling, I'm happy in Perth, and I want to focus on my players and my channel and all of this stuff. Because I have sorely been spending a lot of time on other people's channels and other people's stuff, that I want to now start turning some of that attention towards my own. Now that I've actually finally, after nearly a year, recovered from last year. so there we go. Cool. Next up we have our lovely and amazing players. As you guys know, in any good role-playing games, yeah, it was awful. As you know, in any good role-playing games, the characters and the players are what breathe the lifeblood into the game. So while I quickly go and grab a beverage for today's session, I'm going to turn it over to my lovely players to introduce themselves and the characters they'll be playing today.
And assuming standard order, so I'm
Standard
Sky
order.
playing the cleric and elf Sidereal, bound from various past misfortunes, just because of the history of Sandpoint at this point. Yeah, and is on a path of redemption because, I'll say, being rescued and trained under Father Xantis, basically try to bring up the quality of life and camaraderie of everyone that used to be enemies, because by making them no longer enemies, they can be our friends and nice fighting. That's what she tells herself anyway.
Hello, I am Varian. I'm playing Westonson, a guard from a neighboring town who fell out with his commanding officer and decided to seek life of adventure and drink. Definitely the drink part. He wound up in Sandpoint, where he decided that it was time to perhaps sober up, and got pulled into the chicanery that's occurring around him.
Yes, and I'm Titus. I'm Sean. I play Titus. Currently having a lot of technological issues. We don't even have a little animated thing. Oh well. That's just how it goes. But Titus, uh, was or is a tiefling, as Arceti, and was kind of ostracized by his community, and uh, eventually, while being in a dark place, found religion with Shaylin, the goddess of art and beauty, and with his master, turned his life around and wound up in Sandpoint because he stowed away on his master's ship because he thought that, you know, that he wanted to be on the adventure with him. Yeah, instead it was very insulting to his master.
Hi, I'm OG Lava Kitten playing Maro. She is a dwarven a priest of Phrasma who has recently arrived to investigate the claims of necromancy that were had reached her order's ears. She's since determined that Father Xantis is not a necromancer. He was just really trying his best. And while she's here, she's learned about all these other things that apparently are just having issues, and decide to help the group and see how she can assist with their multitudes of issues that she stumbled upon.
Hello, I'm Neil from Immersion Diversion, playing Peyton, a human rogue, and he is a resident of Sandpoint. Grew up doing grew up doing random jobs around town, helping people. In the later years of his life, kind of became kind of a thug, but it's not he's kind of back and forth on it. He's not very good at it. um, Now trying to help the group with the Seven Dooms after his childhood friend Nawalia asked them to take care of the Seven Dooms. Um, they um, yeah, he's just trying to do his best.
And hey everyone, I'm Matt from All Things Fantasy, and I play Navander, once a member of the Sable Company Marine, now semi-retired rancher here in Sandpoint. Though the party is on a quest to redeem Noalia's spirit, Navander believes that the Seven Dooms approaching Sandpoint are actually that evil plan created by Noalia herself to destroy the town of Sandpoint once and for all for her dark goddess. So Navander has grouped up, well, he's joined up with these groups of people to make sure that those Seven Dooms never touch Sandpoint and thus thwart Nawali's plans once and for all.
Also, goblins have stolen your house.
Yeah, I hate those things.
All right. Now, before we get off on today's game, there are donations and stuff, but I need to talk about this. Okay. I was this is in the fridge. I'm pretty sure because there are two of them, one is for me. If my wife asks me where the other one is, no one has seen where it's been, okay? Just fucking be cool. But
Yeah, but you just showed us.
because
He's asking us to be cool.
I'm not.
My
Be cool,
lips are
OG.
sealed.
Jesus.
I'm not a
Be
good
cool,
liar.
OG.
Just fucking just.
Okay, I'll
don't say
try.
shit. Okay, anyway.
I'm not
But
a nice person.
Now, in Australia, solo, right, is what we call lemon crush, okay, which is what you folks would call, which is what you guys would basically call lemonade. This is like fizzy lemonade, right? Because you have the lemonade in a pitcher with like lemons and sugar and stuff. So this is it. We call it lemon crush, but it's solo energy, which means it has caffeine in it and guarana, not just one, but both. And I'm gonna try this, and if I get weird during this game, right? Know that I had no say in this because I have ADHD. So either this
Well,
will be
if he gets weird, then that means I'm in trouble.
yeah, either
Well,
you were in
no,
trouble
the caffeine
already.
might help.
You were in trouble
Oh,
already.
Caffeine-
So
caffeine
I'm
might
always
help
trouble.
with
This just ends up same
Yeah.
stuff.
So either this is gonna, again, be amazing and or do nothing. I don't know. It could be either. But anyway, cheers.
I can definitely say with someone that has
Is it good?
anxiety and
We're
ADHD,
waiting on
caffeine
a
is not a
toenail.
good combo.
I have anxiety and ADHD and other stuff, and
I
I
have a
find
cat.
caffeine just lets me sleep because my
Judging by
brain
that-
slows down. It's like, let's take a nap.
So
That's
so
what caffeine
judging
does
by
to
that
me.
face-
Mm.
Judging by that face tag, I would assume that it's not great.
It's not great. Hey, like
Oh no!
It's an energy drink. No one drank
But
one. Went, this
that
is
also
tasty.
means it will slow him down so he doesn't guzzle it and get a big hit
No,
all at
it's,
once. So
no. Okay, so solo should be very lemony. There's like the tiniest bit of lemon in that, and the
Oh,
rest
that's-
is like this chemical sweetness, which
Mm.
isn't bad. But if you've ever like burnt syrup before, it kind of tastes a bit like that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway, there you
Yeah,
go.
basically like
Dag
Monster,
reviews
almost.
random beverages from Australia. Now,
And there goes that sponsor.
yeah. Now you know what? Just take it away. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, if you work for Solo, right? Please go and find your nearest supervisor and tell him this. A content creator from Australia has spoken, and he says, "Your drinks
I'm
fucked."
sorry.
All right,
He says, I'm
Gross.
sorry.
just apologize. Please give me money. Seriously, it's one thing that I need. Like I need to get paid. Okay, seriously, if Coca-Cola could sponsor me, my life would be so much simpler. Anyway,
Oh.
today, as always,
Sponsored
like
by
with most situations involving sponsors and stuff, Dag, of course, has ways for you to support the channel and to continue doing fun and amazing stuff. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time. Go check out all the rewards. They're great. Inside bonuses, wandering bosses, tons of cool stuff. And subscribers, you earn channel points for double, so, that's freaking awesome. Next up, we have, of course, the DAG survival check, which you can see below me. This is just to cover my monthly costs of things because, honestly, things are expensive, and yeah, and it's getting close to tax time, so it's kind of one of those things. But all proceeds go towards DAG survival. But yeah, so these donations, the monetary ones, come with a more tangible effect on the game as we are playing. These rewards are pretty hefty, so stick with us. So we have our $5 reward, which of course is a hero point or a jinx point. Hero points are the red marks, jinx points are the purple ones. Hero points can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points to make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I have 2 decks of cards in front of me that I will draw from. The first deck is a deck of heroic actions that you can provide to a player of your choice for a really cool power. The second deck is a deck of plot twists and flashbacks, which will prompt a random story element that I will then insert into today's game while we're playing. For $20, you can donate to give someone a coveted golden natural 20, which will serve as a natural 20. We can also do a $50 donation where we have 3 rewards potentially for the $50. First is a magic item, something that either you create and we insert into the homebrew, something that you would like me to design and create, which I will then make into a custom magic item that is catered to a person on the table, and it'll be part of a set as well. So once they collect the full set of items, they'll get extra bonuses as well. Then, of course, we have our... also something from their wish list as well. Then, of course, we have our boss buff, where we increase the difficulty of a challenge. Now, this could be a number of different ways that we do this. This could be the group have the terrain suddenly change on them, or maybe the boss gains a huge boost, or maybe the parameters of victory change. Whatever the case is, it's a big shift.
Sandpoint gets lifted into the sky.
Yeah. Could be, why not? And then, of course, the last $50 reward is, of course, a draw from the Harrow deck, which is a fortune-telling card that will predict the future for the group. If they lean into it, they will critically succeed at whatever they try to do in regards to that prophecy, plus any roll that they make using a statistic based on that prophecy will get a 1d6 roll added to it, or once per scene, they'll get a reroll to it. So there you go. Then, of course, we have our $100 secret menu item. Okay, here we go. The $100 secret menu item. I thought long and hard about this, and I thought, what would be the best thing to do right now in the game? Okay? And I would like to present to you, for your entertainment purposes, the Night of the Living Goblin. Now, what transpires here is, while attempting to, of course, improve the politics between goblin kind and the city of Sandpoint, a sickness begins to spread throughout the town. A sickness that slowly but surely transforms all the denizens of Sandpoint into goblins. It will function precisely like the Day of the Dead. And unless they find a cure. Jesus Christ, Christina. I can hear you cackling from here. Just open my window. Just, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, the Night of the Living Goblin, the $100 donation. So that is okay. Well, we're doing that now. So yes, that's our secret menu item now. Because, of course, we are, as always, trying to improve our services and stuff like that as best we can. Amidst the Night of the Living Goblin, we are going to also throw in another $100 reward. And that is... Maizu is a hippogriff, that Navander has as a pet. We have unfortunately not been able to really see much of Maizu amongst all of the things that we're doing, because Maizu is effectively the size of a horse. Now, in Night of the Living Goblin, there is, of course, always got to be your faithful canine companion in these types of movies. So thus, we are going to give Maizu a massive boost for the $100 secret menu item this run. Here is what is going to happen. Maizu will be able to change the size of their shape, starting from a small to a medium creature to eventually its normal large size. However, I will also give it a huge size category as well, should Maizu decide to do that. Next up is Maizu may also gain a burrow speed, the ability to actually dig holes and burrow through earth as per normal. And with their rider, they will be able to do so without impeding their rider. Nextly, Maizu will gain the scent ability. It will function effectively as a danger sense, allowing them to basically perceive the world around them and be able to predict danger. And last but not least, we are going to give her a power called Clever Girl. Clever Girl will increase their intelligence so that rather than acting like a beast or an animal, they will act more akin to something like Scooby-Doo. Without vocalizing themselves,
Yes.
of course, they are going to be intelligent enough to do things like open the fridge, make a sandwich, and eat it, you know? We are talking a normal person level of intelligence, but no ability to communicate, and still a dog, you know. Like, think like sort of Lilo and Stitch, you know, when Lilo is, you know, pretending to, you know, like, be a dog, you know. That's kind of,
Ravander.
yeah. Yeah. So Maizu, so for example, Maizu might be like reading a newspaper and stuff, and then as soon as Navander comes in, the newspaper, you know, sort of pees on the newspaper to make it look like, you know, I wasn't, you know, wasn't being weird, you know. So yes, we have Maizu as a hyper intelligent creature. So that is our second thing, secret menu item.
I
Okay.
love your brain, Michael.
Thank you. I love my brain too.
I'll just say
My
that.
mom gave it to me.
Thank you. I grew up myself.
Yeah, I need to. Could you imagine if your brains? Sorry, speaking of how my brain fucking works, how cool would it be, is if you could tell whose brain it was based on appearance. Like if I saw Matt's brain, you know, it has like the little cowlick on the front. It's got like tiny glasses, right? I could tell this is Matt's brain. You know, I get to John's brain, and like the top of it's completely smooth, and then the bottom's got all these wrinkles that kind of look like a beard, right? You know, so you got John's brain, and then you got my brain. It's got the little red streak and stuff like that, and it's a little darker. You know, like I'd love if we could identify. You know, yeah, just identify.
My brain is just constantly screaming.
That's not an appearance, but yes, that's fair. Ah,
It's identifying.
thank you, Rykon. Rykon has given inspiration to Dag for some reason.
Nice.
I don't know what you've done to offend Rykon, but you know. Thank you, Rykon. All right, but that is a good time for us to move and to do some stuff. So, guys, without any further ado, let us delve into today's session. When last we left our heroes, the town of Sandpoint saw the birth of its very first goblin embassy in the middle of Novander's home. Angered and enraged by the goblins that have taken over his home, and of course taken away the only tether that Navander has to his beloved Shalelu, a altercation was brewing between him and Wolf something, whatever his name was. Wolfstad. I think it was, nope. What was his name?
Wrong game.
Wolflick, I think.
Wolflick. Wolfleck, that's right.
There you
Wolfleck.
go.
Wolflick.
Yeah, I got, because Wolfstad is the hunter, right?
Yep.
Wolfleck. Yes. However, Maro, with quick thinking and cunning, proposed that instead of, actually, I think it was Maro. It might have been Maro.
Peyton
Peyton.
made a deal.
Proposed that instead of surrendering his home, the group would go to the insane asylum that is outside of town, clear it of the necromancer, and then the goblins could use that as the embassy instead. The goblins agreed, and the group set out on their quest. Arriving at the asylum, it was mostly abandoned, run down, broken, decayed, And through some navigating and some searching, our heroes eventually found the necromancer in question. But odd things transpired. It seemed as though he wasn't really concerned with them, more just asked them to politely leave. But being unable to do so, our heroes drew blades and began to attack as two zombified orderlies began to try and wrestle with our heroes. After dispatching them and the necromancer, a breath of relief came about as our heroes patted themselves on the back for a job well done. Necromancer is slain. However, as the necromancer's body fell to the floor, we lost someone.
Goulier.
Scully! Oh
No.
God, he was too young and beautiful.
Oh. Well,
I'm
that's
supposed to be
it.
the one
It's
to check
over.
problems, not him.
Yeah, it's fine. He'll be back, or he won't. I mean, we'll figure it out. Neil,
Yep.
can you sign in?
Oh, yep.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just
One
had
moment.
an internet flip. He'll be right back.
Yeah, yep, no worries. Cool. Thank you. Okay, and yes. So as I was saying, rolling out from the necklace. Thank you, Cookie. Mwah. I guess we're getting a Scooby-Doo Mizo. So that's gonna be fun.
Nice.
Okay. Let me just very quickly. Okay, we got Schoolie Eye back.
Oh.
Yep. It was electro bounce for the router.
Okay.
Just happened.
Got it.
Aha, there we go. Done. All right, sweet. So yes. Rolling out from the shirt of the necromancer, to Maro's surprise, was a pendant to Pharasma, god of the grave, mistress of fate, and Maro's god. It is here our adventure continues. In the cold basement of the asylum, the creaking wind rushing through the old building indicates the silence and stillness that now resides over this place. In front of you, the table with the dissected body covered in stitches that was being worked on by the necromancer. Laying beside you, the two dead bodies of the orderlies who you had slain with your own hand. And in front of Maro, the necromancer, leant back, fallen, felled, but the chain that dangles from his neck drawing your eye. What do you do?
Maro will lean in and recognize the symbol and carefully remove it from the necromancer.
As you do so, it is a very well-kept silver necklace. The symbol of Pharasma is set into like this crystal disc, and the loop that is around it is like almost like this beautiful sheen. Not a cheap or easy to craft piece, but rather an intricate one that has been cared for quite dearly.
She'll just stare at it for a moment, just her mind just going through the possibilities of how did this end up with this necromancer. And then she'll put it in her pocket.
All right.
Yeah.
The rest of you do see as Mara pockets the necklace.
Is that the proof we need to show Wolfen, or what's his name? Wolfleck? Or
Wolfleck.
do we need to bring like a head or something, or some kind of
Weird.
do we need to show a book or something? I don't know. Do we need some kind of proof?
Well, wasn't it to make sure that this place was safe?
Just to clear it out.
Oh, I
Yeah.
guess, yeah, this was the pretty much the first room we found he was in. So I guess we do need to see
Yes.
if there's any more. True.
Yes, we
So-
should go through, take care of if there are any other undead, and then bury those that we can find.
What
And
is he
also,
working on?
given what we found upstairs, maybe watch for trapped bodies.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
You begin to scout layer by layer, floor by floor, the large asylum building. As you do so, you see the signs of pain and struggle that many of these people went through during their time here. Habe's sanatorium was not the kindest of places. You even see some cells that look more like prison cells or dungeon cells than actual treatment rooms. Eventually, you come to a room that seems to be locked from the outside. It is old. It is torn at, and you can see there's a slit in the like a viewing window. But on the outside of the door, there are claw marks, as if someone had reached through and had basically scratched their way out of that actual window gap, but couldn't get through.
That's horrific.
There's going to be a lot of work that needs to be done to convert this into a suitable embassy.
I disagree. This seems like a perfect place to have some goblins.
As long as we handle the bodies, they can do what they want with the rest. But Mara's gonna see if she can peek in through that little wind visor, the door window, before she just opens it in case there's an undead in there.
You open the window. As you do, it is dark inside. The light that you guys carry with you is the only thing shining into this room. Then, something turns to face you. Mirrored reflective eyes see you, and you hear the sounds of scrambling making their way towards you. What do? It's moving quick. It gets towards the door. It slides underneath the view of the window that you've been peeking through.
Hello?
It slams into the door, and a hand reaches out. Make a reflex save, Maro.
Ah. Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of, I feel like I foreshadowed that pretty well.
Yeah. Why didn't it take my roll? Do the roll. That was a good roll too. 28.
Very nice.
Chop his hand
Oh,
off.
that's why it's not working. Okay, sorry. I was wondering why my headphones weren't working for my music. That's because I was doing the complete opposite of what I needed to do. There we go. Okay, I need to do this. That's fine. Okay, with a 28, you manage to duck back just in time as this hand reaches out and tries to grab you. You hear this.
Can I try
Is
to
it-
cut off the hand with the glaive? With my
Sure.
glaive?
Make your attack action.
You'll have to do that for me because I don't
Oh,
have
yeah.
fantasy ground.
I remember.
We're just cutting. Okay, got it.
All right, here we go. Glaive
Well, I mean,
attack.
it just reached out and it's like, fuck, just
Take this.
strike down on it.
A 24. A 24 is plenty. Not enough to crit to take the hand off, but you make your point as you slash down with the glaive. Titus's blade cutting into the forearm and deep as the hand retracts. Now, the hand that came out looked very odd. It looked decayed and rotted, but also off color.
Like off color green or what kind of?
Like a greenish blue, yeah.
Okay. I just turned to the. It's like, should we get rid of this? Whatever it is that's in there. I don't really want to leave it in there for the goblins.
Well,
to eat.
no,
is
I'd
there-
like to tell if it's undead first.
I'm still loading in.
Do we have time for that? It's attacking us.
It's
Can I
behind a
do
door.
Can I do a crawl knowledge roll, Dag, to see if there's
It's got a hold of you. Yeah.
see if there's any hint to what type of creature this could have been?
Yes, please make a religion check if you wish to try and identify this creature.
I'll need you to do it because I'm still loading in from that.
Very well. I'll do
Just roll
everything
for
then,
everyone.
shall I? Gah.
Hey, Dig, I need you to.
What do you need,
I
Neil?
got to roll my own thing.
All right, 24. Is that gonna be enough? Let's have a look.
Dag
Yeah, no.
plays the entire
Oh, sorry,
party.
21 is not enough, unfortunately. Yes, a
No, I'll use a hero point on it.
hero point. All right, let's do a reroll.
Ooh.
All right, Sindariel goes for the second religion check. Here we go. 26. That is a success. You identified this creature mostly by the smell. It is foul. It is like a heinous. It is a heinous and very pungent aroma, but very distinctive of that of a ghoul, but not just any ghoul. At a certain point in a ghoul's evolution, I guess, it transforms and becomes something a little more. It becomes a ghast.
Ooh.
It's a ghastly experience.
The ghastly experience.
People are aghast when it happens.
Yes.
Anything else? Got it all? I know you
Uh,
have one more in there.
I do, but I think ATF might actually take an airplane over here to punch me.
Well,
I
I
win it.
did just recently have Mexican, so now I have some gas.
And ghast and ghouls are undead critters, if I recall.
They are indeed. Let me just see if I can find more information on ghasts real quick.
Yeah, they're nasty pieces of work too.
If we
Also
go
shoot
back
balls of fire
far
at
enough
you.
in the history of D&D, elves were immune to the paralysis of ghasts and ghouls.
They were.
You know.
And not even that far back either. Like,
Second ed, I think. They
No,
was removed in third.
3.0, I feel like they were immune as well.
Really?
Yeah, I would say I feel like because I never played second ed, but I remember that, so I'm feeling it's a thing from there.
I know there's a.
No, I don't have any
elven
extra
feat that you can
information
take.
about ghasts in particular. So they are basically ghouls with more heightened abilities. They're faster and stronger. That is basically the only difference.
All right.
Yeah, so Sandera will share what she knows such that everyone else can start forming suitable plans in case they got through the door.
The door seems to be quite heavily secured.
Listen, how many bombs do we have?
Maru's gonna look at Sandira and be like, "Do they always want to throw bombs at everything?"
Yes. But in this case, I'm not going to.
Sandera will also respond saying, well, it's better than Peyton opening a door and charging in.
Or exploding from said bombs that are guarding the doors.
Yeah.
Hmm. Wow.
Now, if we're putting bombs on Peyton, I'm all for that.
God damn it.
Just strap a bunch of bombs to him and turn him into a. Yeah, I'm gonna abandon that joke.
All right.
Careful
well,
where that sentence goes there.
Yeah, abandoning.
well, we need to destroy this.
Yes.
Does anyone
Well, if
have
you-
anything that we can destroy it with without having to open the door first?
What I
That
could
look too-
scenario, I could write
could
down
make
Chul-
use of your
Chul's
holy
party
fire.
room. No. No. Okay.
I didn't hear what you said. Didn't hear what you said.
Yeah,
Max.
you and Sean were both talking at the same time.
Sean goes
Yeah,
first.
sorry. Oh, yeah, it's just Daryl, you try to make use of your holy fire.
I could. Requires being able to see it. Wait, I don't suppose you want to try and hold its arm when it's through the window, and it's quite a small target.
I mean, I could try to hold its arm.
I do have 2 alchemist firebombs on me.
Hey, you could just shoot it with your alchemist fire, right?
Well, just throw them in there
Oh, true.
and throw Skippy in for good measure and just sit back and listen.
Skippy's just swirling around in their room without us in there.
I mean, you could.
That'd be awesome.
All right, what do you guys
Now,
want
you
to
know,
do?
as we all
I mean,
sit here
that's
and
the
debate,
plan.
I'll walk up.
Yeah,
I like
just-
the
up to
Skippy
you.
idea.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
Plus, then when it dies, Skippy can come back and let you know. It's intelligent, right? Or is it just a?
It's relatively like
It's
simple
got some
instructions.
minor intelligence.
Yeah, so it could come
So-
back and let you know. It's dead.
as everyone's discussing, I just toss Skippy into the window. Actually, I'll give him a bonus, and I'll use alchemical shot, so his first shot has fire on it.
All right.
No, sorry,
Ooh.
healing potion, so it does divine damage
Nice.
or positive damage.
All right.
Nice.
I'm not gonna bother making you roll an attack. It does go through and in. You hear the ricocheting of Skippy as he bounces off the walls. The creature struggling to kind of like defend itself against the bullet. It's not doing well. It's takes a little bit of time, but eventually you hear a thud as Skippy sort of finalizes his last few attacks. You pierce
As this is
through-
going on, Westinson's leaning against the door, just eating a piece of jerky, listening to like the shredding noises behind him, completely
eventually-
impersonally.
Yeah, and eventually you just hear this. And Skippy's just going in and out, like just. He's definitely not moving anymore.
Yep, I recall him.
Skippy.
That was awesome.
Well, yes, that worked a treat. I don't think
Hmm.
Titus has ever used that terminology before.
I'll clean him, Skippy off, put him back in the chamber.
Skippy sort of has this twitch. I've seen some shit.
Yeah, it's Skippy.
Yes.
Mara looks pensive. She's like, there is a lot of just evil going on in this place.
Mm-hmm.
I like the use of
Well,
present tense.
I mean, it's good to know that none of it will come back once we take care of it, assuming the necromancer is what was bringing him back. So
Well, sometimes
there's another one.
are drawn to places that that naturally, have dark histories. So who knows what else could be lurking here that the necromancer might not have even caused.
Either way, they can't have this nest of undead. All right.
Well, keep in mind, you still haven't seen the body yet.
Yeah.
oh yeah, we should
I
just
suppose we
open the
should
door.
investigate.
Turns out Skippy and it
And
teamed
so
up.
it's
They're having a long
locked,
conversation.
and I don't think we picked up a key at all.
Not yet.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't recall if we found a key. But
So you did not find a key. If you would like to, however, you may make a thievery check in order to try and open the door and jimmy it from here. It doesn't look like a complex
would.
lock.
okay, cool. I have a thievery kit, so let's go for it.
Sure, by all means.
All right.
Oh,
It's better than our rogues.
Yeah, me too.
Way of.
But I'll let you
breaking down
do
the
it
door.
because there's.
Super easy. Like I
What?
said.
I have a thievery kit too.
Okay, cool. So Maro,
Okay,
stop what you're
well-
doing.
No,
you
no,
pull
no,
your
no,
thievery crit.
no, no, no!
Crit
I was
26
just telling
doesn't
that to
count.
Sean. Oh my gosh.
Neil,
You would just be ignored if you tried.
Well, 'cause he was telling me I
Neil,
just
you're
rammed
fucking
doors
live,
down.
man. Like, you know, when you talk like
I
across
know,
the
I'm
table,
sorry.
there is an audience. There's a
I was an
story. We're
accident.
performing, you know, right now. Yeah, I know. I'm just pointing out why I'm being mean to you because now I have to. Now I have to acknowledge you when you open your mouth, Neil.
Okay, I'll stop opening my mouth.
That's what we've been trying to get you to do. Fuck up. And you too, Sean.
I know it was my fault.
So,
I
Maro,
provoked-
as you open the
Yes.
door, there is again that smell that was in there before. Now just permeates everywhere. You've just basically unleashed and uncorked the bottle, I guess. I'm not going to bother with the sickened condition because yes, let's just say you have all been sickened by the smell, but by the it'll wear off. But
Yeah.
inside you see the dead body of the person that is there. They are wearing incredibly baggy clothes, like something like maybe an entire size category larger than what they should be wearing. And you can see them just sprawled out on the ground. Who's investigating the body?
I'll stand watch.
I can do that. I think I have forensic acumen. Where are you, forensic acumen? There it is.
Yeah, and I'll be hanging out with Questus and keeping an eye on the door.
Let's see. You can perform a forensic examination on a body as described under recall knowledge and the medicine skill in half the normal amount of time to a minimum of 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah.
right.
Let's check it out.
You make your way over to the body, and as you turn it over to examine it, hopefully my music is going to start working anytime now. Because it's just not working. I don't know why. Have I done something wrong, computer? I presume you guys can hear stuff.
I can't.
No? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so it might be on the other end. Hold on. 1 second. Sorry.
Just so you know, chat doesn't hear it either. So
Yeah, no, I know chat doesn't hear it because I've been trying
Okay.
to put it on.
got it.
Okay, you know what? It's been long enough. Let me try something real quick. Sorry. I will get back to the drama in just a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, if I do this, how many people are going to hear echoes? Let's find out. All right, testing. Do we have echoes?
Oh,
No.
Not for me.
Yeah, I don't hear
No
it.
echoes?
No echoes.
Oh my god.
None yet.
Sounds good.
No, it was the Discord people when you had the actual Discord going.
Oh, right. Okay.
It never happened on this table.
Which
At least for
means
one.
learning things.
Which means I can do this and actually not have to worry about shit. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
I
that's so
love
ominous.
I love using Sirenscape, the actual player, and not the fucking Sirenscape one. Sorry, the one
Like
from
the online player.
No, yeah, I love the no, yeah, I hate the on. I mean, I don't hate the online
Yeah, well,
player.
that's what
I
yeah.
just don't like it as much as I like this.
You
All
like the offline player more than the online player.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, digressing.
Yeah.
Now, as Maro turns over the body, you see the rotted face of a goblin. Its eyes rolled back, its hair falling out, teeth ground sharp, fingernails, exposed bones that have been sharpened into claws. But this goblin is wearing, again, clothes that are far too big for him. A straitjacket that seems to have almost fallen off.
That's strange. I'm not sure why they would have a goblin in this size clothing. Is there anything else I can see? Like
There,
shoes
as
or
you
anything
as you
around?
examine it with your quick forensic, you notice what looks to be maybe like a scratch or a bite mark that looks to be from maybe another goblin. Other than that, there's no fatal wounds upon this person.
Interesting. Is there anything else in the cell that could help us with, I don't know, anything of interest?
You look around and you see scratched into the walls, "My name is Growl. My name is Growl." Over and over and over again on every surface. Almost as if he was trying to remind himself of his true self.
For the people from Sandpoint, does that name ring a bell to someone from past?
Ooh, make a society check. This is gonna be a deep dig. And only the people from Sandpoint can make this. Okay. With a 24, Peyton, you remember that there was once upon a time a merchant who used to come and travel to Sandpoint, but was murdered around the time of Troubles. A serial killer by the name of Alden Foxglove victimized a few individuals, transforming them into ghouls. They attacked one of the farmsteads. They attacked a whole bunch of different places. And one of them was a bodyguard who bodyguard to a merchant whose name was Growl. Actually, was it Growl? It was something else. It was... One second. I'm pretty sure it was, but let me just double check here. Because it's in Habe's Sanatorium.
Alden Foxgloves was the serial killer or the merchant?
The serial killer.
Okay.
The merchant was a guy you know, but the Graced. Yeah, Graced.
Braced.
Yep, so on the walls you see,
Goblin.
"My name is Graced Sevilla." Now, you know that Graced was formerly a thug from out of Sandpoint who had on multiple occasions been like called up for violent acts and things like that. You probably have come across him. You probably did come across him in your youth, but he died.
Okay.
He was also killed by the by Foxglove. Later, the heroes of Sandpoint identified that he had turned into a ghoul, and that Habe was experimenting on seeing how long it took for him to turn into a ghoul. But no one knew what happened to him after that.
Okay. I'd bring that up to everyone and just say that, yeah, this was a guard or like a
Thug. It was a bodyguard.
thug.
Yeah, criminal.
Yeah. I've seen him long ago, but he died also long ago.
So there was a goblin bodyguard running, or thug running around, and then ended up here?
Yeah, he got turned into a ghoul by the same serial killer.
Strange.
I'm guessing Peyton wouldn't have thought he was a ghoul. Sorry, a goblin.
Yeah,
At the
strange.
time.
I didn't think goblins.
He was not a goblin. He was a human.
Yeah. Oh,
So
Yeah.
someone was doing experimentations on ghouls to Make them goblins? That doesn't make any sense.
That is weird.
Or they somehow transferred the guy's mind into a goblin ghoul.
That's
An awful fate.
about just as far fetched as the other. So I mean, yeah, it's I have no idea.
Hmm.
Well, we'll just add them to the others that need a burial.
Yes, very true. Hopefully, we don't have to add more.
Mm.
This
Very,
place is unsettling.
yes. Well, at least we can get rid of all the undead for the goblins, and I'm sure they'll do whatever rituals they want.
Mm-hmm.
But I can understand why you wouldn't want to make your home here.
It has a dark history.
Mm,
Whatever medical
Indeed.
kit is here is not suitable to treating Shillelagh.
all right. Well, let's finish up our tasks. The sooner we clear everything out and bury everybody, the sooner we can get back and get the goblins out of your home.
All right. You begin to make your way back to the town of Sandpoint. However, on your way back, things seem odd. Westonson, I need you to make me a perception check.
I like how you use the term make. I can roll one. Well, it's not bad. 25.
All right. You have a lot of curious thoughts on your way back. The goblin that was trapped in the insane thing. It didn't really fight back against Skippy. It kind of it took a lot of hits. It didn't struggle to escape or to hide or to anything. That kind of strikes you as odd. You've killed undead before, and they fight hard. So why didn't this guy?
I'll just be muttering that as we walk, just kind of mulling it over. Maybe he wanted to die.
As you approach town, where would you go first?
I imagine we
assuming-
probably want to go straight to Navander's house because he'd want
Yeah.
to reclaim that
All right.
pretty quickly.
You head over to Navander's house. As you arrive, there is, of course, the bouncers waiting, these two bugbears. They see you approaching. They put their hand up to stop you.
We're here to see Wolfleck. We took care of the problem.
They look at each other and then they gesture you to go in. As
Alright,
you
let's
do,
go.
sorry.
No, sorry. I just told everyone, okay, let's go. That's it.
All right. You enter. As you do so, Wolfleck is attending to a few different things. You actually notice he's actually straightened up your house. So he's torn down the dance floor and the little tiny DJ bar booth, and he's taken off all the lights and things, and he's put the tables back. And he's just barking some orders at a few goblins, just putting everything back to, the way the house was. He turns to face you and he says, "So, you're not dead."
Yeah.
No. But we completed our end of the bargain. We have
Hey, Dad.
dispatched of the undead and the necromancer.
Yeah, Navander.
We dropped for a little bit.
Did we?
Never mind.
We
We're
did,
back? Okay.
We're back.
but we're back.
Okay, good. Yep, awesome. Thank you for letting me know. So yes, so it's taken care of. Good. In which case, our deal here is concluded. The goblins will be taken and sent to the asylum, and Navanda may have his home back. Pleasure doing business with you. I look forward to a very fruitful stay in the town of Sandpoint.
Oh,
Look forward to
Interesting.
seeing you around.
He nods and goes to shake your hands.
I'll shake his hand, yeah.
yeah. Mara will shake his hand.
Same.
There's no reason not to.
Nevada does not.
Westonson,
Aw.
Westonson will shake it.
Cinderio.
Yep.
All right. And he will leave. At this point in time, Navander, as you look around at your house, you can see that the goblins in the kitchen are having an argument. They're having an argument with Maizu. The goblin contractor is there with some blueprints, and Maizu's like legs are on the table as Maizu's like pointing at certain things. The goblin says, "Yeah, look, okay, we could do that, but the problem is we don't have the lumber. Where are we gonna get the lumber for it?" And you hear this high-pitched screeching sound, and it's like, "You want us to knock out that entire wall? I mean, look, we can, but you're gonna open up the space like for you to be, able to move through, but I mean, like the actual airflow for during the summer is gonna be awful. Look, what if we cut out this piece here, and then you watch as Maizu like turns around and sees you, and you watch as Maizu then like pushes the blueprints away, and he's like, wait, oh, yeah, hey, sir, boss, sir, just your guy. Maizu then like sort of like makes these cooing noises. Look, about everything that happened. Look, I hope you understand. I didn't mean anything like bad by it. Just being a goblin's hard, and you helped out the goblins in the pit. I thought maybe you could help us out, and you did. Actually, more than we probably deserved, and so I kind of wanted to do something nice for you. Well, I think maybe you should, come see. Don't worry, you won't hate it. I think, like I said, goblin construction isn't the best construction, but we get by.
Very well. Show me, Stu.
Stu takes you outside. As he does, you see that the entire back of your house has been renovated. You now have not only a small chicken coop with a fox net completely around it, but an adjoining shed and a very small stable kind of area for Maizu. The grounds themselves are the same size, but now that there is a chicken coop, it serves as a foundation so Maizu can actually climb on top of the roof of the house, where there is now a long perch for them to be able to not only take off but land as well. So now there's actually an effective runway, but not in the mud and stuff. So you can actually properly get to and from your house.
Westonson walks right to the shed, just walks past everybody, opens up the door of the shed, and starts unpacking his portable workshop to yeah.
There's a couple of goblins in there on smoko. They're just like put the cigarettes out and they fucking run. Tick, 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 tick. They're like cockroaches.
You just lift up a
Climb the
paw and
walls.
one runs.
Maizu pushes up to Navander and is kind of like waiting to gauge the reaction.
He'll absolutely give her like under beak scratches.
He watches the back claw starts like thumping the ground.
Yeah.
Tick, 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 tick.
I accept your apology, Stu. Try not to let it too far next time. Understood?
Stu's ears go from like the downward position to like a more perked up right one. He goes, yeah, of course. And look, like I said, you didn't have to do so much for us, even after everything that happened. And I gotta make sure that the goblins here aren't gonna cause you any more problems. You know, they know now that you're a friend to the goblin people, and rest assured. From this point on, you and your friends and everyone here, everyone's gonna know that you are with us. You know. Stu then like bids you all farewell. You guys rest, recuperate.
Help Navander clean the house.
No, it's actually perfectly clean. Like I said, freaking
Wolfleck.
The question is whether Navander would accept that or whether he'd still insist we don't clean it.
We'll still go into every room and closely analyze each and every surface.
Well, thankfully, Wolfleck is a perfectionist, so he does most of it is pretty good. Honestly, it's maybe a little tidier than when you left it. There is one thing that you may have taken offense to, depending, and that is the room that Shilelu uses to like prepare all of her stuff, the one that they turned into an office. It was put back, but it's too clean, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Navander kind of fixes it up a little bit. He kind of
spills some of the fletching and like puts some of the arrows. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, you make it seem more lived in and stuff, and you remember that feeling and that sensation of having her be in that presence and stuff. But yeah, otherwise the place is immaculate, and also your kitchen has been upgraded permanently, like just straight up.
See, goblins aren't all that bad.
Yeah, but now I'm gonna have to learn how to use all this stuff. It was fine when it was basically the equivalent of like a barbecue, because you could just put like an entire spit of like venison on it. Now I'm actually gonna have to learn how to use this. What's this thing called? He pokes like the equivalent of like a stovetop or something.
The full ring gas burner just starts loading, and they've got like little runes on it, so it like now catches fire and stuff. There's, like I said, you have a fully stocked and like almost gourmet kitchen for a pub out the back. But yeah, no, it's and a huge actual deep fryer as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Almost human size, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this thing can cook a human in 30 seconds. Just straight into it. All right.
Wow.
So
I'm glad you got your home
in the
back.
shed.
All right. So, is there anything anyone else would like to do as we get to this next point?
Oh yeah, I'm setting up my hammock in the shed.
Yeah, you're setting up your lab in the shed. The the lab itself is, you feel
Apparently,
a lot more at home.
Yeah. Westinson's moving in. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll go back to the temple.
Patient. I have one spare room. You and Westinson can fight it out. The other person can sleep in the lounge.
I'm sleeping in the shed.
Oh, okay. I'll take the room then.
Easy done. All right, Cinderella and Maro, I presume that both of you returned to the temple to go see Father Xantus and all that. Nothing really has transpired or changed since the conflict between Father Xantus and Reagan. Generally speaking, Father Xantus is doing his best to guide the community, but with everything going on, it's very clear that it's going to take some sort of massive crisis of faith before people are going to really before Reagan's really going to see Father Xantus in that moment.
Yeah. Well, we'll let him know that we took care of the undead and the necromancer out in the sanatorium.
Nice. They both get invited to evening prayers to say a prayer for the undead you found.
I was going to say, Cinderella will also mention the fact that the fact that we're almost starting a new goblin embassy inside town.
It's true.
To help the diplomatic relationships that you might be able to persuade Reagan for as a sign of progress.
It's not bad. He likes the civility. He likes that it's civil and it's like brings civilization to them. Yeah, so he's happy.
Yeah, they'll be taking over the sanatorium, so hopefully they can change the vibe there.
Very nice. Titus, what about
Yeah.
you? What are you up to?
I might legitimately opt to go to the embassy and make it to help make it look nice. You know, like because right now it's just a dirty old asylum that he might want to help refurbish it and make it beautiful.
I would say the sentiment is good, but probably a better task for the next day as opposed to.
Oh, fair. Good point.
Hmm.
Then instead, yeah, he'll probably go to the loft of his the place that he's staying,
Mhm.
like above the theater, and because he still hasn't had a lot of time to do it, he still might paint something for himself.
Done. You begin your work and you feel your connection to your god. Westonson is hard performing his alchemy. Cinderial and Morrow are discussing theology with Reagan and Father Xantus. And Peyton and Navander are settling in as roomies. The night goes by, again, relatively peaceful. But the next morning, no matter where you are, you're awoken by a commotion. Breaking glass, running around in the streets. Signs of overall panic seem to permeate, getting louder and louder.
Yeah, gonna look out the nearest window.
Yeah, same.
The streets look empty for the time being. And that's when you see a child walking, confused and scared, crying in the streets. Mara, this is the one you see. And then you watch as a goblin seems to come out of nowhere and rush the child. The child tries to run. What do you do?
Oh no. No, I'm running out there to go break that up.
You run out, and as you do, the goblin catches the child and bites the child on the arm.
Yeah, she's going to try to wrench the goblin off of the
Make an athletics
child.
check.
All right. Athletics, go.
Nice. You grab the goblin and with one arm just swiftly throw it across the floor.
Yeah, then I'm gonna scoop up the kid
Okay.
and back toward the temple to
Nice.
Let's get out of danger here.
Nice. You scoop up the kid and you run back towards the temple. The goblin rushes at you. It has no weapons or anything like that. It just has its mouth open as it runs out in your direction. Titus, as you look out the window, you can see a number of people in the morning, sort of the morning fog, sort of running around, bumping into each other and trying to head towards the docks. You then see about 6 goblins chasing after those people.
Yeah, I'm gonna. If there is a safe way to descend out the window,
Yeah, it's called the stairs in the front door.
Fine.
You know what? Do the cool thing and
Yeah.
leap out the window and break and shatter my ankles. No, just fucking leave the house like a normal person.
If there's if there's a drainage pipe, I can take that out.
Just do
But
it
yeah,
severely. You don't need any legs.
I'm definitely gonna run out the front door and put myself in between the goblins and the people
All right.
and put my shield up.
All right, you rush out. You realize everyone is booking it, and you kind of rush out. Drawing your shield and swinging your glaive, you stand at the ready as several of the people who are running pass by you. One of them sort of sees and says, "Dude, you need to get out of here!" and just keeps running. He doesn't stop to wait for your response. You then see the 6 goblins running in your direction. As they do so, their mouths are agape, their hands are open, ready to grab as they charge towards Titus. Cinderial and Weston... Cinderial. No, actually, we'll come back to you because you're still in the temple as well, so we'll do that bit later. Westonson, Peyton, and Navander, what are you guys doing?
As soon as they As soon as Nevada hears that there's a commotion, he's going to armor up and jump on Miser.
Miser was asleep. Miser then goes, and then stands up.
Hearing Navander bumble about and getting ready, Peyton will then get up and grab his weapons and just kind of head out as well, running. See where Navander's going, and if Navander heads towards town, then yeah, I'll start running towards town too.
All right.
Westonson will get up, grab his musket axe, some ammo, his pack, walk out of the shed, and then not run, purposely walk towards Sandpoint, muttering about how the town can't go an hour. About 1 hour.
You really can't.
What if we just made a new
Yeah.
Sandpoint somewhere else? that's the
Blackjack and hookers. All right. As you look around, you see in front of you the town itself. People are panicked. But coming up to you is what looks to be a goblin. The goblin's wearing clothes that are way too big for them. That is when, Westonson, you recognize the clothes. It seems to be the clothes that would otherwise belong to...
Please say Scanetti. Please say Scanetti. Please say Scanetti.
No.
I know that's what I was hoping for as soon as I heard about the Night of the Living Dead.
Das Corvet.
Next time.
And he's running towards me.
More staggering.
I'm gonna pull up my musket axe.
Mm-hmm.
Pull back the hammer.
As it sees you do that, its eyes grow angry, and it charges at you.
I'm going to use alchemical shot with a sleeping bomb.
All right, make your attack. All right.
27.
We will come to what happened in just a moment.
Okay.
Meanwhile, back in the temple, Sindariel, you've awoken and make your way towards the door as Mara runs back in, slamming the door shut just in time as you now hear this dig, 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 coming from outside. Maro is, again, holding the injured child in their hand as Sindariel, you approach.
Some crazy goblin just chased down and bit this child. And then she'll kind of set the child down and try to look at the arm. Just see if it, clean it out, He just got bit. Gross.
Yeah. The arm the wound looks pretty infected and is currently sort of leaking bright green.
I was gonna look at Sindariel and be like, have you ever seen this before?
So given she recognized the ghast earlier, is it fair to say she would recognize this as potentially a bite, and therefore it's the transmission point?
Yeah, to a degree, for sure. At this point, yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, I mean, let's roll percentage. Oh, that's not good. All right, Maru, the child begins to groan in pain in your arms.
We need to heal him, Sindariel. And then she'll look for something to clean the wound out and, try to bandage it up while Sindariel is pondering. She's not sure what is going on. She's just like, action.
Sure.
clean this wound, bandage it
You
up.
place the child down on one of the pews and begin to look for some bandages and the like. Cinderio, what are you doing as this happens?
This work is this we're trying to think at this point. She's probably mentally trying to process everything because she's probably trying to replay all the stories that she's heard from the historical events about any attempt to reverse the disease. I don't know if any have actually been found for the to actually treat it such that it's removed just from standard guild bike.
All right. As you do so, the child then sits up. The moaning has stopped. They start clutching their head. Their head begins to swell. And as they do so, it begins to grow bigger and bigger. You then watch as their skin begins to transform and take on a greenish hue. As it does so, their eyes then become big and rounded and bright red. Then their teeth start to fall out, replaced by razor-sharp ones beneath.
Ooh.
Maru, I think we might need to restrain her.
Oh, Mara will come back out and be like,
The goblin child rushes Maro.
all right, I'm gonna try to grab him.
Make an athletics check.
All right, let's grab this kid. Oh, you slippery kid.
The kid,
An 18.
the kid slips under. The kid is going to get a bite attack.
Oh,
Oh no!
rude.
All right, let's see how we do. Okay. Okay, here we go, here we go. There it is. Okay, here we go. Bite attack, bite attack, bite attack is a plus. Oh, it's not going to tell me? It's going to make me figure it out. Oh, there we go. Plus 12. Well, shit.
Ooh.
Well, ow.
All right. The goblin child bites you very hard.
Jeez.
Oh,
15 damage.
oh,
And I
man,
need you to make a
don't have
fort save.
Oh no!
And a crit card.
Come-
And a crit card. Oh,
Oh!
no!
Can
All
I
right, give me
use
another
a hero
boy.
point for the
You-
fort?
You may, but as you do so, I'm going to use a jinx point.
Fair. All right. We'll go
That's
with
hilarious.
2 for the
1,
crit.
2. Okay, here we go.
I don't have much HP left because we didn't heal up yet.
Oh, you should
Well,
have. Sorry. You
I was
absolutely should.
I was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
ask because we would have had an overnight rest.
Yeah, you
That's
would have
what I
had an
was-
overnight rest.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me do
okay,
that real
cool.
quick. So
And then
menu.
Re-injure me.
Yeah. Overnight rest.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone should be on full health. Maro, you've just taken 15 damage. That's fine. Westinson's back onto full health, and Cinderio, you no longer have your temporary HP.
That temp HP is from those pets, remember? That you
Oh,
said we
right.
get each
Oh,
day.
right. I remember now. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So, you said 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, as the creature bites you, it is going to knock you prone.
Oh.
So,
Knocks me
yeah.
right down.
So basically,
Strong kid.
basically you kind of gone to defend yourself. It's bitten your arm and then knocked you to the ground and is now biting you. Cinderio, what's your reaction as that happens?
The most obvious thing to do is chase after it, and if it's down like that, by the shoulders, trying to pull it off Morrow as a restraining action.
Mm-hmm. Nice, nice. I love that.
Which I'm guessing is going to be in athletics.
Okay. As
Don't get
you
bit.
as you make your way there, you can make an athletics check.
Oh,
Critical failure.
Very slippery little goblin child.
The goblin
No,
child.
Sedare's just not strong.
Give me a number between 1 to 5. 1.
Number 1.
Okay. The goblin knocks you back. You take a -2 penalty on checks and saving throws until you are healed. Well, until
No.
you are healed next for
Yeah.
whatever reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the goblin child knocks you back and hisses yet again. Titus, the 6 goblins that charge at you, they are charging, but they are wearing very, very loose-fitting clothes. So it is very, very difficult for them to be moving around. As you are in front of them, what would you like to do as they approach?
I will keep my eye on them, but I will be like backing up quickly and probably eventually even turning to the crowd and going with them and trying to find like a building that we can maybe jump into and like barricade up. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle 6 goblins by myself, not even knowing what they're capable of.
Okay. As they run and approach, they look like they're about to bite you.
Yeah, the one that's the closest to me, I'll deflect with my shield as I turn to start running.
All right. As you do so, you turn your shield and start running. Okay. They can't catch up to you
This
at
is
the
not
moment.
a good situation.
They can't catch up to you at the moment, but you're now at the docks. You see that there are some people on the docks yelling at some other fishermen who have pushed away from the dock with the last remaining few ships. The ships are filled with people. They're sort of like, you know, what the fuck is going on? What the hell? Son of a bitch, come back! Don't leave us! Titus, you are now at the edge of the docks, and you see the 6 goblins stepping onto the platform. People start to panic. People start to jump into the water at this point and try to swim. Hey, Odd
Couple- okay.
Bandicoot. Sorry, real quick. Odd Bandicoot, thank you so much for raiding in. Oh my god. Dude, I didn't even realize you had a thing. What were you doing? What's going on? Tell me the thing. Hold on. I'm going to really quickly go follow Odd Bandicoot. And I recommend everyone do it. Go follow Odd Bandicoot's channel. Odd Bandicoot's content is intended for certain audiences. It may contain violent and graphic depiction. This content may not be appropriate for you to watch. Fucking tell me what to do. I can't read.
That's my kind of content.
Yeah, I know. Boom! Hit that follow button, baby! Alright, yeah, there you go. I've gone and followed. Done. But thank you so much for bringing your audience here and for coming and hanging out. Guys, if you don't know who I am, I'm Michael. I'm the Jealousy Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. We're playing role-playing games. We are playing Night of the Living Goblin, where we are literally doing a Day of the Dead kind of scenario where a goblin outbreak has transpired. So people who are being bitten by goblins are turning into people who are being bitten by goblins are turning into goblins. So that's what's currently happening. Just Quiet Night playing Mystery RPG. Ooh, nice. What RPG? Let me know. I love Mystery RPGs. Okay, Titus, as our Keddy, is now on the edge of the docks with 6 goblins. moving towards the end of the dock where there are a few survivors here as well. Some have jumped into the water. Titus, you are there. What do you do?
Is there anything that looks like it could be used to float on? That could hold
not someone of your
hopefully
size.
multiple people.
No, not nothing of your size.
But what about the size of the other people that are here?
They're mixture of medium and small for sure. You could potentially destroy the dock so that you are now on a platform away from.
That was my second. Yeah, that was kind of my second thought. Is yeah.
All right, do you want to do that?
Yes.
All right, roll your damage as you try to smash into the dock.
And that'll be you that needs to do that for me.
Oh yes. Ha 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 ha. Okay, with an 18, that breaks through most of the dock. The oh, actually no, because you get through. You get multiple attacks, so that's 1, 2, so that's 32, and 3. That is all right. You smash, like focusing your entire efforts to using the glaive to tear a hole in the ground. And you manage to rip a hole directly into the dock. The goblins rush towards the edge, but they do not cross. They just snarl at the end of it, at the edge.
Stay calm. We'll figure this out. I take a not a close look, but I take a look at the goblins, and they don't look like any of the ones that were in the embassy. Right? Like, I mean, you already mentioned that they're wearing baggy clothes, which none of them were wearing. But...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like, what the heck is going on here? I'm so confused. Well, I turn to the people and I kind of assess how they look, like the other people that are now safe. Like, are they still trying to jump off, or are they like?
Now that they see they're safe, they are like staying on the platform.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll still stand, at the platform closest to the goblins, but out of their reach, and just kind of post up just in case if one tries to like jump over or something.
All right, you stay on guard. You are prepared for the goblins to jump out. Westonson, your attack as your bullet flies out to hit this goblin, smacks him square in the head. As it does so, he needs to make a save, which he passes.
Dope.
So as the sleep powder blows in his face, he staggers for a few moments. It is going to buy you some time, but not a lot. What would you like to do?
Don't have a lot in like non-lethal stopping power. I will hold an attack until he gets within melee range and pistol whip him with the butt of my.
All right, Peyton and
Musket
Evander,
axe?
what about you guys? Maizu seems disturbed by the presence of this goblin.
Yeah, I'm going to take flight, I believe, on Miser. So we're going to do air superiority tactics. Basically just shooting down from the air. Yeah. Exactly the way the Sandpoint Company Marine should do so in a situation like this.
Love it. All right, Maizu picks you up and heads into the air using their new runway. They kind of climb over the chicken coop and onto the roof, and then off and out as you now fly above.
So, in this area that we're in, with like Peyton and Westonson, there's like a couple of zombies hanging around. Sorry, Zomlins. Sorry, I should say.
Zoblins.
Well, they don't seem undead. They're just feral.
OG walks like a duck, quacks like a duck.
It's also not the
Shit's
first
like a
time
duck.
we've had undead goblins. That's how the entire campaign
Yeah.
started.
Yes, we had. Yeah.
We had gold goblins,
Yeah.
Okay. As you do so, the goblin sees you overhead and gets distracted for just a slight moment. But that mist that was now clouding sort of clears as Maizu's wings continue to sort of flap. And you can see that behind this Das Corvette goblin is now about 12 other goblins in the city. From that height, you can see that there is chaos throughout Sandpoint, as more of these goblins seem to appear left, right, and center.
As I'm flying around, can Vanda find a location where they're coming from, or are they just popping out of the ground almost?
They just seem to be everywhere at this point.
All right. Kind of wish we had a way of communicating to each other without actually shouting across distances, because that would be the smart thing to do. If not, I'm just gonna start firebombing groups. If you guys see like a group of zombies, it's like, ha!
Bye-bye,
Fireball!
fireballs. Nice.
Fucking zombies.
Fucking zombies. Okay. Peyton, what are you doing?
Seeing as the one had looked at Evander flying up, take this opportunity to help Westonson out. I'm gonna run up and punt the punt the zombie.
All right,
the goblin.
make a melee attack as you go to punt the zombie.
Melee attack.
Kick the Zomblin.
Oh, why is my total just a +3? Oh, that's fine. Thought it'd be a little more, but dang it.
Okay. Unfortunately, as you go to punt the zombie, you are unable to do so. Swinging and missing. Westonson, you watch as now Peyton is now the closest thing, and it is no longer approaching. It looks hungrily at Peyton.
That's a good sign.
I've done an athletics check to shove it away with my leg, but oh well.
Your leg was too tasty, however, as it reaches out and bites you. Ah, gung.
Ow.
Why do you have temporary? Oh yeah, the pets. Never mind.
Oh,
All right. Yeah, very well. Thankfully, as your leg is bitten, your clothes mostly get in the way, and he just gnaws on your leg for a little bit, but that is about it.
we shouldn't get contaminated.
Yeah.
That's true. No contamination.
Could I just try to rip it off of my clothing and just try to hold it in the air? I can't really, like kind of like holding a child in the air. Just like I can't really do anything.
Or like
Sure.
oh, like that. I thought you meant like on your leg. Like I was picturing like a cat.
Sure.
Like
with,
it's got small arms
curled up
and
your
it
leg.
can't really move its head around. So it's like I'm just gonna try to pick it up by the scruff of its, well, the collar. So
Sure. Make an athletics check.
This needs to be an animated cartoon.
yeah, 32.
All right. Yep. You pick it up and you hold like the goblin in the air. It like
Now
kicks and it sort of tries to
Just-
bite, but it can't.
Just look
get-
to West. Yeah. Sorry. I
No,
just
no,
looked
it's
to West and said, I'm like, now what? Like, what do we do with this?
Alright. Tie it up.
Can I just tie it up in its own coat and just basically ball it up?
Make
And
another
seal
athletics
up.
check.
Yeah, one that goblin. Make it nice. And
Oh
crisp.
no! I'm a hero point if I can. Well, unless the 16 does work, but
A 16 does not
I guess
work.
I should ask. Okay, yeah.
All
can I
right,
hero
go on.
point?
Use a hero point.
Okay. There we go. 28.
Sure, you managed to ensnare this guy in like his clothes, tying his arms together, that type of thing. The clothes are loose enough that it makes it.
It's just a ball of jacket.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
goblin
Yeah,
is-
basically he's a balled up jack. He's swaddled, swaddled and restrained. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you
Gosh,
can,
I
you know.
need to see this image.
Yeah, the swaddled goblin. If we have any artists in the chat,
Yeah,
you know, we'll get, you know, like swaddling a goblin. All right.
Just holding
Now-
him by a coat arm.
Now, Navander, you can see, I'm saying, from your distance, not only where Westinson and Peyton are, but you can also now see where Titus is. Titus is trapped on a small floating island that he has made out of the broken deck. You can't see Maro and Cinderio, but you can see that the largest collection of these goblins are over by the church.
Jeez.
Speaking of... Actually, Navander... Pardon me. Navander, where are you heading?
Mizu, what looks like he needs the most help. Kind of looks like Peyton knows what he's doing. Titus looks a bit trapped, but he has a bunch of people with him. But it doesn't look like they're crossing. The goblins are crossing, but there's a large group at the church.
Okay.
Fly over to the church.
Yep.
And see if there's any. See what we can actually dig up over there. So we'll head
Okay.
on over to the church.
Very well. At the church, Cinderio. Yeah, well, there's an angry feral kid goblin here.
Yeah.
Now,
We're trying to
Severin-
catch this kid.
So, question: where does Cinderella know the name of this kid before it hurt?
It is Sally Mantha. Sally Mantha.
Her parents really like salamanders.
They do.
Yeah.
Very well.
Everyone called her Little Sal.
I
She's going to try and see
considered-
if there's that slight glimmer of the child still there. As
What do you? I mean, I'm playing in a
Oh,
game
you
of
should restrain it
imagination, and
first.
you're asking me
Okay.
for like the subtleties of like,
no,
is there anything left inside? I mean, like,
no. Okay, so if I continue with the
yeah, I
thought
know,
process.
Yeah.
to try and stun it to see if it will give Maro a chance to escape on herself, because Cinderella knows that she's not strong enough to potentially pull this out, so she can reach that glimmer, and it might just stun it enough that Maro could then escape.
Stun it with what?
As in a mental, oh shit, as in she's going to call out to child and berate it as though mother's telling her off
Ah, okay.
for
See,
misbehaving.
yeah, see, without that context, I'm like,
Sorry.
yeah, no, that's fine.
So when
Okay.
I said the glimmer, then you stopped.
But yeah,
That's-
okay, yeah. So the you have no idea. There is no way to perceive
But-
said glimmer. The way you would test for it would be something like this. So let's go with an intimidation check as you take on a stern matronly role as you like try to berate this child.
I'm picking so the wrong skills for Cinderella.
Oh.
With a critical failure, there is no semblance of the child left. The child is dead inside and now sees you as a threat.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd want to do, Cinderio? Like, it clearly didn't work. The child, like, son of a bitch.
You're not scary enough to berate the children, apparently.
Not even the children. The
Cinderella's
goblin
nice and
child.
sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. The most obvious thing thing to do is to prepare to dodge. So
Okay.
ready
that
action
way.
to effectively jump out the way as it charges at her.
Yeah, okay. We can do that. All right. So I'm going to give you that as a bonus. That's fine. Maro, what about you? You've obviously got a shooting pain in your arm from where you were bit.
Yes, but I'm gonna still try to like wrangle this feral little child. Not stabbing a kid. We're catching the kid.
All right,
Yeah, so
make an
basically I'd
athletics
like
check.
to just try to grab it and restrain it.
Nice, nice.
Okay. Athletics? Alright. Come on, dice. Be nice to me this time.
Nah.
Ah, so rude. But it was a 20. Did we do okay?
A
Dirty
20 is
for a
not going to
kid.
do it.
Damn it. Can I hero point this one?
Yeah, go on. You can hero point this one.
Come on, dice.
I
be
could have
nice.
stolen it, but I didn't want to. All
All
right,
right,
a
how about a
26.
26?
All right, a 26 will be fine. So you're getting up behind the goblin child. You grab onto it. You begin to wrangle and wrestle with the child.
Yeah. Okay. Let's tie this child up.
All right. Make another athletics check as you attempt to restrain said child.
All right. Come on, dice. Be nice.
Sometimes
Oof.
the things that you say while you're role playing is like out of context. It's kind of weird to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Restrain the child. Yeah. 33.
Restrain the child.
Yes. Restrain that child.
All right, easy done. Okay. Cinderio, you now see this as Navander. You land and do you land? Do you you can see the church is being surrounded. If you want to go in, now is pretty much the only opportunity you can.
Actually, I want to do something weird.
Yeah.
I'm
My
happy to use
favorite word.
as many hero points as possible. So I want to create like a series of slippy, slidey terrain around the church, which makes it difficult for goblins to grab hold of and will slow them down. If I can, yeah. So I have the spell Frostbite. However, it depends on if there's dew on the ground, maybe, or if I need to find like a massive bucket of water just to go over the ground in the area.
No, you should be fine. Like there's some moisture around for sure.
Yeah. So I just really want to make it difficult for the Zomlins to actually just move around. So I want to see a bunch of slippy, slidey zombie goblins.
All right, not a problem. The goblins themselves are indeed going to slippity slidily move around as you kind of like again just keep the area nice and moist and the like. You can see a couple of rain barrels. You kind of bowl them over as you do like little flybys and stuff like that. Just anything you can to kind of impede them. Cinderio and Maro, with the goblin you're restraining, you now hear the sounds of Navander's commotion outside. And you can see him swooping down and like making the area wetter and more difficult. The courtyard in front is now like muddy and gloopy, which is also slowing them down. But you can see a large number of goblins heading in your direction.
And then the next turn, if I can get to it, I'm gonna freeze the area.
Nice.
Right.
Okay, then the ice creates this sheer covering, and now it's like Cirque du Soleil as they're spinning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're spinning back and forth. All right, back to Titus on the docks. At this point, more goblins start making their way to the other side of the dock, Titus. You can see that people are starting to panic. They're huddling together. They're like, what the hell is going on? Why are there so many goblins?
I don't know. Just remain calm. We can get through this. The wheels are turning.
Make a perception check.
Yes, please. I'll need you to do it for me. I'll need you to make it something because I don't have fancy.
Oh, yep. I keep forgetting. Perception. Here we go. 22, not bad. You notice several tentacles crawling up from the water.
What? Crawling up from the water towards, like,
To
my
like climbing
position?
up, like clinging onto the docks, like climbing up and looking like they're gonna come onto your island.
Oh crap! That's unsettling. I. How high up out of the water is this dock?
Not very high.
Okay. And is it like a floating dock, or is it one that's like connected all the way to
It's connected all the way to the bottom.
ground of the...
Yeah.
Okay, crap. Cause yeah, I was like, this is probably not a very viable way to get this thing floating. Because if I could, then that would help me well. You know, yeah, I still might do this. I might start breaking apart the supports of the dock that the tentacles are climbing up, while also hoping that, you know, this dock can turn into a raft instead.
All right, you start hacking away at the struts. Let's see. Oh, with one series of attacks, unfortunately, that's not enough. As you are hacking as best as you can to try and chop through, one of these tentacles reaches up and grabs one of the civilians. You recognize, however, that these creatures are all too familiar to you.
Uh-oh.
They are creatures known as Grindelow.
Oh, dang.
Oh.
Aquatic goblins.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Some of the civilians are grabbed. And they're like, no, no! And you see these gnashing teeth coming up to bite them.
That's like
gosh.
Well, I'm guessing I've done all I can on this turn, but I will kind of shout to everyone, it's like, stick in the middle. Stay far away from the edges.
People move immediately trying to get to that position. But as this happens, behind you, I need you to make a reflex save.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, you're gonna have to do that for me to get to. Just roll well, please. But yeah, I'll need you to roll for me
Oh,
again.
fucking hell. I keep... Where's the roll? I wonder what's happening to the roll. Huh. I guess you'll roll at some point. All right. You managed to dodge just in time as one of the goblins is climbing up onto the dock. Angrily hissing at you and looking like it's about to strike. Then we go back to Westonson and Peyton. The crowd of people from the city and from the actual main town are now making their way through and towards you, almost like a sea of goblins.
Ooh.
It's like the entire town. Oh my god.
Westonson, did I give you that goblin repellent that Misha made?
No.
Oh. Did you want it? You might have better use. It has 5. I've never used it on a goblin yet, so I think this is as good a time as any.
So is it something you spray on the goblin and they go running away?
No,
Or,
you
like,
spray it on your
bug dart?
weapon and then you hit it, and then you hit the goblin. But I think you could also just use it on a goblin. I guess we could try both.
Okay. You realize that there's more than 5 goblins.
Right, but if
Put it into a bomb.
that's why I think. Well, so I thought.
Here, let me take a
giving
couple
it
of minutes here to sit here and assemble a bomb out of an unknown substance given to me via spray.
the middle.
I don't
of
get
You,
anything
you
wrong
got
with
them
that.
right.
faults.
You
Yeah,
handle
I
the
got it.
horde, I'll make a bomb.
Okay, here. It's got 5 uses. That's what she told me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll immediately put that in my backpack. All right.
I'll give
We
it to
need to get these people to a place where they can't get out and hurt themselves. Are you still holding that swaddled goblin?
Yeah, I kind of swinging him around like a mace tied to a string. Or
That's
like
a
a...
good use
Yeah,
of
she's
somebody.
Like cradling him, like a,
Mhm.
Yeah, well... Yeah.
swing him around.
So we were given these things that helped with disease. I'm going to try
Yeah.
it on the goblin.
Okay.
I'm going to force feed the goblin an anti-plague lesser. In anything, because Westonson was told by a cleric that this helps with disease. I recognize the clothes. It could be a disease like lycanthropy. So I force feed it the anti-plague.
All right. He makes a fortitude save. Oh my god, yeah. You watch as and you watch as the goblin the head starts to shrink, their skin starts to take on this pink color, their clothes now stretch to fit, and you see Das now slowly recovering and becoming normal as he's like, what the bloody hell was that?
You know where Navander lives?
Yeah, right there. He points at
Yep. Run in there, close all the doors. Now.
Oh, okay.
I'll unswaddle him.
Fucking, don't swallow me. All right.
Right? It's reversible.
Huh.
Yeah.
I grab Peyton by the chin again.
Ah! Okay.
I need you to go find Evander and Sindariel and tell them that this worked on them. I'm gonna go create a distraction and run these guys in circles. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Go. And I start running towards the goblins, firing my pistol to get their attention. I'm gonna run off in a direction to get them to try to follow me.
And I'll sprint to try to find Evander and Sandariel as well. Wait, did you say Sandariel or...
Sindariel and Evander.
Okay, yeah. I'll sprint to go find those two.
Westonson doesn't trust Morrow. She's been here for a day and a half and it's caused him no end of trouble.
In my mind, I for some reason thought you said Titus because of Sandariel in the church, but you're right. So I'm gonna go try to find Navander and Sandariel then.
All right. You begin to make your way into the town filled with zombies. Filled with goblies.
Yep.
All right. Make a stealth check. Let's see if you can sneak past them.
Hell freaking.
Can me
yes.
making a ruckus be aiding him?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll aid in a little bit. So what do we get? So we got 24. Yeah, you're fine. You managed to sneak and stealth your way through the city. Navander, at this point in time, you could see the chaos that is ensuing. You see Peyton running into a crowd of goblins trying to hide. You see Titus being crawled on by all these dudes. You see just the signs of struggle inside the church through the window as Morrow and Sindariel are being attacked. What do you do? It is now widespread. Almost everywhere has goblins and people running from them. You can see the sheriff is like cornered trying to fight off a few goblins before suddenly being overwhelmed and transformed into one.
How high is Navander up?
Good question. How high?
Oh, so Evander knows they're turning into the goblins now.
There's too many of them. Town is lost.
Navander, how high are you in this guy?
Fires the missile.
All right. I need the mages from Magnema. I want like just a massive firebomb. Yeah.
Yeah, just send
I'm
it.
down. Do it.
Clear the town in fire. We gotta cleanse the town in fire. Just do it.
I mean,
Fire
Wally
be
tried that too.
purged.
So, question for the GM.
I'm the GM. Hello.
Oh, hi. Ventriloquist ring doesn't say how far it reaches. It doesn't say how far it throws my voice.
Sure.
So could I just throw it to Navander so I could talk to him from... Like, I wouldn't be able to hear him, but could he hear me?
Sure.
Well, I can see him from there? Okay. So, Navander, you hear Peyton talk nearby you and just say, Westinson found a cure. Apparently lesser shit, what was those potions called?
Anti-plague.
Anti-plague potions work.
Anti-plague.
It turned him back from a goblin to the one guy. I forgot what his name was. Sorry, I think I do have his name up somewhere.
Das.
But yeah, Das Corbett. Yeah, it turned him back. He's at Navander's. He's at your place now.
Love it when people stop inviting people to my own home. All right.
It keeps happening.
I need to start putting up a sign saying no unwanted visitors. All right. Plagues, anti-plagues. They're probably a divine thing, aren't they?
Potentially, yeah.
All right. Flying around the cathedral, what is like the least? Are there like any normal windows in the cathedral?
Yeah.
Or are they all stained glass?
They're hyper expensive stained glass. No. There's a couple of normal windows.
Wonderful. We're gonna go through that window.
Jeez.
All right, you go through the windows. Sindariel and Mara, you see Navander and Maru land, or Maizu land.
Remove disease, anti-plague. Use it.
We have a test subject.
Did I
The
stun
feral
Mara?
child that we
Use
have
it.
tied up.
Yeah, and Sidero's also looking at the bite on Maro's arm.
Mm-hmm.
Does it start to look green as well?
It does. You also see
So
Mara's
Daryl
head
will-
starting to swell.
Yep, so Daryl will think
Maro's like,
that's the bigger threat to a child that's restrained and force the anti-plague down Maro's throat.
All right.
You could just ask.
Now, force down your throat. Yeah, take that.
Blast it all. Just put the whole flask. Just...
Yeah, you could just ask right here.
You're screaming in pain right now. No, just kidding.
No, she's just looking at it like, well, that's not good. And then there's
Part of your head is also
I feel like it
starting
was
to
more,
glow.
I feel like it was more surprising than anything else. Okay.
All her
As
teeth
you,
fell out and
As you manage to, again, force feed Mara the cure. Mara, I need a fort save from you, please.
Oh boy.
The item
Let's hope I
description does say
roll
you
better
get
than
plus
last
2
time.
item bonus, so who knows?
Yeah.
Plus 2 item bonus. Oh, well. No, that was not good.
That is not going to help you.
I probably spit most of it out in shock. Like, what?
What the hell? Yep. Okay. As this happens, Navander, you obviously, are helping out as best you can. Peyton, you're kind of in the middle of the city. Titus, you got these things crawling on you. Westinson, you're like just kind of like creating as much noise and drawing them towards you.
Yep.
You are very quickly surrounded by these goblin townsfolk. As this happens, Westinson, you are overwhelmed as they crawl over you. Titus, you as well, as these tentacles begin to pull you and the people you're here on into the water. Peyton, you're kind of like stuck and trapped now because there's so many of them you can't move without being spotted. You're just kind of like curled up behind the barrel. Maro, you suddenly transform and move towards Sindariel. Navander, as you look and watch Maro rushing at Sindariel, something else happens. Maizu seems to have a bite mark on her claw. She looks to you. and has this moment of sadness as her head thunk, turns into a goblin with a beak. And all
Oh,
I
goblin.
know this is serious, but I'd like to.
Goblin growth.
Like the goblin football head, and there's like suddenly a beak.
Yeah.
It's a gobgif. Gobgriff.
And as this happens, all
Oh,
of a
no.
sudden, Navander, you let loose a scream. And as you do so, at this point, you awaken in your bed,
Oh.
safe and sound. Your heart racing. You cold sweat as Maizu, who has a window just above where your bed head is, sticks their head out, and you can see their friendly face. They then start licking you on the forehead.
Let's go for a ride. I need to clear my head. I think I drank too much last night.
Probably.
Getting onto Maru. Getting onto Maizo. That's gonna be annoying. Getting onto Maizo, you take off and fly into the air. Peyton and Westonson, you happen to again be. Peyton's asleep. Westonson's in the lab. Titus is back at home. Sindariel and Mara are at the church. And meanwhile, however, back at the asylum, the grave that was dug for the goblin and the necromancer and things, one of the graves has now been unearthed.
Ooh.
What that means, what will transpire, we will find out next time when we return. Now, don't forget. So thank you everyone for today, and thank you for the Goblin Apocalypse. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I definitely liked a lot of the little scenarios. Like we found out what like Titus trying to save everyone on the little dock, and Peyton and Westonson trying to lure people away and give cover. Sindariel and Mara with Maru transforming after saving a child. It was like all the tropes of a zombie apocalypse all in one. So I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. I am just glad it's not Sindariel with another nightmare scene.
But hopefully we'll get to touch back on this, because again, secret menu items are more than just a single game stuff. So that's why the grave has been unearthed. There is maybe more to this adventure, more to this apocalypse. Maybe this was a vision of the future if Navander doesn't stop the goblins.
This becomes the 8th Doom.
Could very well be.
Rander's just gonna start murdering goblins out of this nightmare.
Yeah, but don't forget, Navander, to write down Maizu's new abilities and powers. So, for example, you can now shapeshift anywhere between small and huge. You have a danger sense, and you have a burrow speed, and what was the other thing?
He's got a goblin head.
Oh no, he's intelligent. Yeah, high intelligence. Yeah, high intelligence.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So make sure to write those down. But guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times, hanging out, doing cool stuff during the week. It is amazing. It is awesome. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy whatever it is you're doing. Till we meet again, as always. Stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the fuck not, it's free. And until we meet again, game hard. Or die trying. Good night, folks.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Or